And as you follow your breath, notice the movement of the body with each inhalation and exhalation. With every inhale, the front body lifts and creates space. And with each exhale, see if you can relax the muscles of the back body and just let them be heavy on your bolster. With your inhale, feel the body rise, create space both in the front and the sides. And with the exhale, let the back body be heavy and descend and relax down. And deepen your breath. Think about taking some long, slow, deep inhalations. And then long, slow, complete exhalations. And again, as you deepen the breath, keep the image of creating space and openness in the front of the body and allowing the back body to melt down onto the mat. And then bring your palms together and rub your palms together. And then bring them to rest on your abdomen. And as they rest on the belly, feel their warmth and their weight. Notice if your fingers are together or spread apart. With your inhalation, draw the breath into the belly and feel it rise up and lift into your palms. And then exhale. And inhale, draw the breath into the belly, let it rise up. And then exhale. And just take a few more abdominal breaths, mindful to breathe into the belly. Don't just press the belly up, but breathe into your belly. And then bring your hands to rest at the center of your chest. And once again, with your awareness at your hands, as you inhale into your heart, draw the breath in and lift the chest into your hands. And then exhale. Draw the breath in, spread your collarbones wide, and then exhale. Take a few more breaths. then just bring your arms down by your sides. Let your palms face up to the ceiling. And roll your shoulders one at a time, back and down. Feel the shoulder blades come together. And just pause for a moment. Enjoy the openness in the front of your body. And then you can bring your arms down by your sides and just adjust yourself on your mat. Perhaps slide the buttock flesh down a little to give a little bit of a pelvic tilt. And take your hands, interlace your fingers, and bring your hands to the back of your head. And take your thumbs right to the back, to the base of your spine. Right, it's called the occiput, so it's right at the base. You feel like there's almost like two little bumps at the bottom there. So as you draw your hands towards the crown of your head and lift with your thumbs so that they move back towards the wall behind you, it will help to lengthen your spine and then bring your head back down onto your mat. So you have nice length, not only in the cervical spine, but in the lumbar spine as well. And now with your arms, reach up, take them all the way behind you. Stretch your fingers away, press through the balls of your feet. And then bring your arms by your sides. Reach your arms up, take them behind you, press through your heels. A little flex of your heels. And then bring your arms down. And then this time reach up, stretch your arms, feel your feet. Imagine that you're standing on the floor, so press through the soles of your feet like you're in Uttanasana. And then relax the feet just a bit, keep some integrity in your legs, and bring your arms up to the ceiling. And then open and close your hands. And make circles with your wrists. And then pause and go the other way. And then pause and wave your hands up and down. So extend and flex your wrists. And now bring your palms together. As your palms come together, make sure that they're evenly placed against one another and that the base of your palms are even. And then interlace your hands. Relax your shoulders away from your ears and turn your palms up towards the ceiling. Stretch the arms up, keep the shoulders relaxed. And then take your folded hands behind you. And once again, stretch through your hands. Press the palms towards the wall behind you. And again, imagine that you're standing on your feet. Bring your folded arms back up towards the ceiling and bend your elbows, bring your hands towards your chest and press your hands towards your feet. And then bend them in and reach your arms up. And bend them in and press your hands away. And then release the interlace of your hands, wiggle your fingers, take them up towards the ceiling. And then with the palms facing one another, shrug your shoulders up and off your bolster or mat, and then place them down. Stretch and shrug your shoulders up, and place them down. And reach your shoulders up, and place them down. And then hold on to opposite elbows. Take your arms behind you, or on your forehead. And just close your eyes for a moment. And as your eyes are closed and you enjoy this nice long stretch, sort of scan your body, take note of any place where you might be holding some tension. And with your exhalation, send the breath to wherever that tension might be. So if you feel like you're gripping your knees or your feet are hyperflexed, just breathe into those areas that feel a little tightness. And now exhale, bring your arms down and let's take the arms to the right and gaze to the left. And then arms to the left and gaze to the right. Reach your arms to the ceiling. Take them behind you and then refold your arms with the other forearm in front. And again, as you scan your body here, perhaps this time notice what's touching the floor. Maybe you feel a little hollowing out in your belly, a lift in your chest. Maybe you even feel your shoulder blades moving down your back. And then bring your arms up, let them hover just above your ribs and make a few circles. And then pause and circle in the other direction. Reach your arms up, take them all the way behind you. Bring your ankles and your knees together. And reach, stretch your arms, bring them close to your ears. And this time point your toes. And if you can bring your hands together, bring your hands together. And then release the feet, bring your arms down by your sides. Take your feet as wide as hip distance. And then wiggle your toes, scrunch and spread them. And point and flex your feet. My ankles are cracking. Make circles with your ankles. And then pause and go the other way. And then bring your big toes together and pinky toes to the floor and windshield wipe your feet in and out. And then pause with your big toes together and point the toes. And then bring your hands right to where your legs meet your torso. And then just windshield wipe the feet again and feel the motion of the large bone of the leg, so your femur, moving in the hip socket. It's just kind of interesting to feel that motion. And then just slide your heels and tap the backs of your legs. And I'm going to bend my knees and move my bolster. And if some of you have bolsters, you move yours to the top of your mat. And then come back down onto your back, if you're not there already. And then as you come back down onto your mat, once again, let's reset the body. So with the feet on the floor, lift your hips up and slide the buttock flesh down towards your heels. And note the legs. So make sure that your knees are pointed straight up towards the ceiling. And then once again, you can interlace the fingers, take the thumbs to the base of the skull, and then just draw the skull towards, almost so that your chin moves down towards your chest. And then remove your hands and walk your hands down towards your feet. And then press your feet into the floor, press the lower back into the floor by doing a pelvic tilt. And release and press the feet, press the lower back into the mat. And release and press your feet, press the lower back into the mat. And release, and then draw your knees into your chest and rock them in and out. And then hug the knees in towards your chest, rock from side to side. And then hold on behind your knees and just let the legs just sort of hang down. Don't take them up. And just rock in and out a bit. So at each time, we're going to take the legs up at different intervals here. So each time you're going to feel a little bit different spot on your back. So take your legs up a little bit higher and then rock in. So maybe you're feeling up a little bit more towards the middle of your back. And then take the legs even a little higher, not quite all the way up yet. And now you might be up, almost underneath your shoulder blades. And now take the feet flat up towards the ceiling, thighs towards the chest, and rock in and out. And then keep your thighs at your chest and rock from side to side. Extend your legs up. Point and flex your feet. Make circles with your ankles. And go the other way. And bend your thighs in. Reach the legs up. Bend your thighs in. Reach your legs up. And bend your thighs in. Rock in and out. Hold on to the tops of your knees and cross the left ankle over the right. Make slow circles around your low back and sacrum. And then hug your thighs in towards your chest. Take your knees towards your armpits. And again, rock in and out. Let the knees fall away. Recross your ankles and go make circles in the other direction. And then hug the thighs in, rocking and out. And then keep the legs crossed, the ankles crossed. Take your legs up about 3/4 of the way, rock in and out. And then extend the legs even with the ankles crossed still. And then bring them in and stretch them up and bring them in and rock in and out. And then recross the ankles and stretch the legs up and come in and stretch the legs up. And then separate the feet, take the legs wide and up and take the legs wide and bring them in close. And one more time, take the legs wide and bring them in close. And then lower your right foot to the floor. Take your arms out to a T and point your toe. And now lower your left leg, let it hover just above the floor. And then flex and lift. Point your toe, lower the leg, flex the foot and lift. Point and lower, flex and lift, point and lower, flex and lift, point and lower, flex and lift, and one more, point and lower, flex and lift. And then bend that knee, hold on to the top of your knee, and just make a couple circles with your left hip. And then go the other way. Hug your thigh into your chest and take the left hand on top of the left knee, draw it in towards your left shoulder. And then do the same, right hand to the left knee, draw it to the left shoulder. Extend your thigh up, your leg up, and press your thigh into your hands. Bend your thigh to your chest, reach your leg up, and then bend the thigh in, walk your hands up to wherever you can, and then straighten the back of your leg. Just open up the back of the knee and your hamstrings. And then take the left ankle over the right knee. Use your left hand to roll open your left hip, and then draw the knees into the chest. Lower your right foot to the floor, cross the left leg all the way over, and bring your knees in. And then bring your shins parallel to the floor. Try and stack your knee over your hips. Wrap your left foot either under the right ankle or next to the right ankle. And then take your arms out to a T. And when you wrap your arms, bring the right arm on top, left arm under. You can either hold on to opposite elbows or wrap your arms completely. And then draw the navel into the spine and breathe for reclined eagle. And then release your arms, release your legs, take your feet as wide as your mat, and rock your knees from side to side. And then bring your feet back to hip distance and extend your right leg up. Point your toe and lower the right leg down. Flex and lift. Point and lower. 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 Flex and lift. And last one, point and lower. Flex and lift. And then hold on to the top of the right knee and make some circles with your right hip. And then go the other way. Hug your right knee to your right shoulder. And then take the left hand to the right knee, draw it over to your left shoulder. And then extend the leg up and bend it in and straighten and bend. Walk your hands up, straighten the leg any amount that you can. And then bend your right knee, bring your right ankle over the left knee. Remember to take your ankle far enough past your knee so that your right knee and your right hip form a straight line. And then use your right hand to roll open your right hip and bring your knees into your chest. Lower your left foot to the floor, cross the right leg all the way over. Bring your knees in. And then bring your shins parallel to the floor. Tuck the right foot under or next to your left ankle. And this time when you wrap your arms, the left arm comes on top, right arm under. And again, you can wrap the arms or hold on to opposite shoulders. Either of the positions of the hands works. Draw your navel into your spine and breathe. And then release your arms, release your legs, take your feet as wide as your mat, rock your knees from side to side. And then take a block and bring the block out about hip height. Now, it's hard for you, maybe it's too hard to see. But take your block about hip height and bring it up to the highest level. And now drop your knees to the left. And now take your right leg and sweep the right leg out and over and let the ankle or your calf rest on the top of the block. Keep your shoulders on the mat and your gaze up at the ceiling. So you're getting a nice stretch in the gluteus medius, this side hip muscle. And a little bit in the hamstring, little stretch in the hamstring, but it's mostly in this hip. And then bend your right knee, come back to the center. Take the feet wide again and rock your knees. And take your block, either your other block or move the block to the right side, to your right hip height. And then take your knees all the way over to the right. And then extend your left leg out, lift it and bring it over and let it rest on the block. Again, bring your shoulders on the mat and keep your gaze at the ceiling. And then bend your knee. Bring your feet flat to the floor. Rock your knees from side to side. Extend both legs and arms and stretch the body. Do a pelvic tilt. And then relax. If your arms are overhead, with your arms overhead, just let the arms be a little loose for resting. And then walk your feet over to the right side of your mat. Stretch through your left arm and press through your left heel for a stretch on the left side of your body. And relax, walk over to the left side of your mat. Reach your right arm away, reach the right foot away. Press through your heel, reach through your right fingertips. And then come back to the middle, one last full body stretch with a pelvic tilt. And then exhale your arms down by your sides. Roll to one side, and here we are. And sit up. So if you have a pillow or a blanket or a towel, you can sit up on that. I know some of you like to sit up, some of you don't. It's always nice to have a little bit of height underneath your hips, just because most of us have tight hips from sitting or walking. It's just a natural occurrence. Just bring yourself to your comfortable position. Bring your hands to your knees and just close your eyes for a moment. Think about your sitting bones growing down into the earth, feeling grounded and rooted. And then take a nice deep breath and lengthen through the sides of your waist. Feel yourself grow full inch. It's a good tactic to do when you go to the doctor and they want to take your height. So take a nice deep breath in and lengthen your spine. And with your exhale, lower your chin to your chest. And then bring your chin back parallel to the floor and turn your head to the right. And then turn your head left. Turn your head right. And turn your head left. And come back to the middle. Reach your arms up. Turn your palms and exhale. Reach your arms up. Turn your palms, exhale. Inhale, reach your arms up. Turn your palms and release the arms down. Roll your shoulders. And reverse. And inhale your shoulders up. Exhale with a hop. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale up. And exhale. Good. Reach across your body with the left arm. And back, and then with the right. And back. And flex your palm. Press into an imaginary wall. And back, and then do the same on the other side. And back. Reach up with your left arm. Walk out to the right. And feel a nice stretch from the end of your fingertips all the way down the side of your body to your left sitting bone. And then come up and then reach up with the right arm, walk out to the left. And again, stretch from your fingertips all the way down through the right sitting bone and come back up. Reach up with the right arm, walk out to the left, I'm sorry, I said right arm and then left, but you know me. Curl your ribs to the floor and open up. And then curl the ribs and open up. And one more time, curl your ribs. And then come all the way up. And then take your other right hand up and walk out. And round your ribs. Inhale, open. And round your ribs. And open. And one more time. Round your ribs. And open. And then come all the way up. Bring your hands to your knees. And round your back. Keep your shoulders relaxed. And inhale, lift. And round your back. And lift your chest. And one more time, round your back. And lift your chest. Take your left hand to your right knee. Right hand behind you. Press into the floor to lengthen. Draw the navel in. Soften your lower back. And then exhale and twist ribs, chest, and thighs. Ribs, chest, and shoulders. And then come back through the middle. Take your right hand to the left knee, left hand behind you. Press into lengthen. And then exhale, twist, ribs, chest, and shoulders. And then come back to the middle and just bring your hands forward, wherever they go. Keep your gaze at the floor in front of you, right between your thumbs, perhaps. And then tent your fingers and press, so tent your fingers like this, and press into the floor and lift up your chest. And then walk yourself up and take your legs up in front of you. Slide your heels and tap the backs of your legs. And come to sit in Dandasana. So flex your feet, draw your kneecaps up, lengthen through your waist, and pause for a moment. And then just bring your hands forward. Again, keep your gaze at the floor right between your feet. Press into your legs, lift up your chest. And then walk yourself back up. Bring the soles of your feet together for Uttanasana. And then take your feet out in front again. Take them a little wider than hip distance this time. And then once again, come forward. And walk yourself up and cross your left foot and then your right foot under so that you're sitting in Shavasana, easy seated pose. And come forward. So you may feel this in your right hip. And then walk yourself up. Take your hands behind you, bring the soles of the feet together again. And then come back up and then cross the right leg and then the left leg for Shavasana. And then come forward. And this time you might feel it in your left hip. And then come back up. And one last time, bring the soles of the feet together. Take the legs wide. And then extend your legs and just tap the heels. Good. And then let's just come up to hands and knees. So remember, if you need some cushioning underneath your knees, take your blanket or a pillow, or not a pillow, or a towel, something to put underneath your knees. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders and knees underneath your hips. And with your inhalation, press your hands into the floor, draw your navel up and in. And then exhale, come forward, round your back, and lift your heart, and then round your back. And lift your heart. And then just come to a neutral spine. Take your right arm and left leg up. Keep your gaze at your mat, the navel drawn up and in, and reach your arm and leg away from one another. And then release, And then take the right leg and left arm up. To help with balance, you can press your left toes into the floor. And then release. Right arm, left leg. And then left arm, right leg. And then come back to table, round your back. And lift your chest. And then come to a neutral spine. Step your feet forward. Take your blocks with you to the top of your mat. And come into Uttanasana, forward fold. So bring the weight of your body over onto the balls of your feet so that your hips are aligned over your ankles. And then just bend and straighten your knees a couple of times. And then walk your blocks out so that they're in front of your shoulders. And then bend your knees a lot for ski jump. And then straighten up. And bend your knees. Bring your ribs to your thighs. And straighten. And one more time, bend your knees, bring your ribs to your thighs. Release your hands to the floor, press your feet into the floor, begin to straighten your legs, and then come all the way up. You can keep a slight bend in your knees, reach your arms up, and then bring your hands to your heart. So pause for a moment here in Tadasana. Time I use this, I get a little bit different angle. So, I don't know. Anyway, okay. So let's start with the hands at our hips. And step back with your right foot. Stay up on your toes, on the right toes. So we're in a high lunge position. And then just bend your left knee just a little bit more. So you feel almost, well, I'm not parallel, but you feel like you're getting close to being parallel to the floor. And then reach your arms up for crescent lunge. Now, straighten your front leg and lower your arms. And then bend your knee, let your arms come up. Straighten your front leg, lower your arms. Bend your knee and reach up. And then one more time. Straighten the leg, lower your arms. And then bend your knee. Bring your hands to your heart. And with your exhale, bring your right elbow over the left thigh and twist. And then come back to the center. Bring your hands to your hips, straighten your front leg, and step forward. And then let's step back with the left leg. Again, stay up on your toes. Keep them curled. And bend your right knee. Reach your arms up for crescent lunge. Now straighten your front leg and lower your arms. And then bend and reach the arms up. Straighten and lower. And then bend and reach up. And straighten and lower. Bend and reach up. So you might be feeling some of this in your psoas muscle. This is the front of your hip, which is, this is where stretching that muscle. And then bring your hands to your heart. And with your exhale, take the left elbow over the right thigh. I'm just going to turn around. So left elbow, whoops, over the right thigh and twist. And then come back to the center. Straighten your front leg, bring your hands to your hips and step forward. Pause in Tadasana. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale and fold forward. Step your feet back for downward facing dog. Press into your hands, make your arms nice and long. Draw your navel up and in, and press your thighs to the wall behind you. Come up onto your toes and lower one heel and then the other. And then come up high onto your toes and then just lower your heels a little bit. We don't have to touch the floor. And then glide forward to plank. Bring your shoulders over your wrists. Keep the body parallel to the floor. And then press back to downward dog. Look forward to your hands and walk your feet forward to forward fold. Put a slight bend in your knees. Inhale, come all the way up. Reach up, stretch up. Bring your hands to your heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Bend your knees and plant your hands, step back. Downward facing dog. Glide forward to plank. Press back for downward dog. Look forward to your hands. Walk or step your feet forward to Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale all the way up. And bring your hands to your heart. Pause in Tadasana. So take your blocks to the top of your mat. Right at the edge of the top of your mat. So we're going to do all versions of warrior today. We're going to start by doing our warrior one. Bring your hands to your hips and step back with your right foot. And the right toes point slightly out to the side of your mat. Turn your right hip forward and your left hip back so that your hips are pointing straight to the wall in front of you. And then squeeze the elbows together, reach your arms up, and then extend your left knee over your left ankle. For warrior one. Reach up with your arms, straighten your front leg, bring your hands to your hips, and step forward. Step back with your left foot. Turn the left hip forward, right hip back. Again, you want to be square to the wall in front of you. Reach your arms up, and then extend your knee over your ankle. Good. Reach up, straighten the right leg, bring your hands to your hips, step forward. So now we're going to do warrior one to warrior three. Step back with your right foot. Turn the right hip forward, left hip back. Reach up with your arms. Extend your knee over your ankle. Hinge forward at your hips. Bring your ribs to your thighs and bring your hands to your blocks. Curl your right toes so that your heel now points to the ceiling. Walk your block forward. Press into your left leg. Lift up the right leg. Turn your right hip down to face the floor. Warrior three. Bend your left knee. Step back. Inhale, slowly come back up to warrior one. Reach up with your arms, straighten your front leg, bring your hands to your hips, and step forward. Step back with your left foot. Turn the left hip forward, right hip back. Reach your arms up. Extend your right knee over the right ankle. Hinge forward. Reach for your blocks. I'm getting some glare here, I'm sorry. Turn your heel up towards the ceiling, the left heel. Walk your blocks out towards your, out in front of your shoulders. Press into your right leg. Lift up on the right leg. Lift the left leg up. And now bend your right knee, reach back with the left leg. Slowly bring yourself back up to warrior one. Reach up with your arms, straighten your front leg. Bring your hands to your hips and step forward. And then come back to the center of your mat. And then bring your hands to your hips and step your feet wide. Turn your left toes out and turn your right toes in. Soften your knee. Turn the thigh to the pinky toe side of your foot and then straighten your leg so that aligns your ankle, knee, and your hip. And then just turn your torso towards the front of your room. Take your arms out to a T and relax your shoulders. Reach back with the right arm to cut in with your right hip and then extend the left leg, left knee over your left ankle. And take your gaze out over the end of your fingertips. Warrior two. Lower your back hand to your thigh, flip your palm, reach up for reverse warrior. Come back to warrior two. Straighten your front leg, bring your arms up, and then exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, and lower. Pause here. Reach back with your back arm, straighten your front leg. Bring your hands to your hips and turn your feet. Turn your right toes out and your left toes in. Soften your knee. Turn your thigh and straighten your leg. Reach your arms out. Relax the shoulders. Reach back with your left hand to cut in here from your left hip. And then bend your knee. Look out over the end of your right fingertips. Warrior two. Lower your back hand to your thigh, flip your palm, reach up for reverse warrior. Come back to warrior two. And now straighten your front leg, reach up, and then bend. Reach up, and lower, and reach, and lower, reach up, and lower, one more, reach up, and lower. Reach back with your back hand, straighten your front leg, bring your hands to your hips, and turn your feet heel toe or hop your feet together. Okay, take a block and just if you have a wall close by or a piece of furniture, or you can use the back of a chair. So I thought what we would do today is just try tree pose with our foot on the block. So let me just see if I can a little bit, give you a little bit more of my foot than my face. Probably a better view. All right, so I have my, I'm gonna just do my regular feet here. So I got my right foot on the block and my right hand at the wall. And I'm just gonna come up onto the block and just swing my left leg back and forth. And then pause, and then just swing side to side. Now, lift your knee. Bring it up. And just, if you can, balance, you can hold it. And then just take it behind you also, so we'll do a little bit of a quad stretch. And now, take your foot either to your calf, lift up out of your right hip, or the one that's against the wall. Press into your foot, draw your outside knee towards the front of your foot, towards the front. And pause here. If you have balance, you can take your hands to your heart, or simply walk your hand up the wall first. And then perhaps take your outside arm up. And then maybe again, if you feel balanced, you can take the hands away. And then bring your hands to your hips or your wall and lower down. And then let's just switch sides. So come up onto your other side, on your other foot. And then just back and forth with the other leg. And then side to side. And then draw the thigh up. And then take the foot behind you for a quad stretch. And then release. So something I just noticed about me, I'm kind of hanging in my hip here. So make sure that you're not, bent into your hip. And now bring your foot either to your calf, or if you want to try going all the way up into your thigh, you can go all the way up into your thigh. Bring your knee slightly forward. Lift up out of that standing hip. And then walk your arm back up the wall. I did this the wrong, I guess I'm okay. And then take your arms up if you feel balanced. And then lower your hands and lower your foot. And you can set your blocks aside. Come to the top of your mat. And reach your arms up. Fold forward. Step your feet back. To come onto your hands and knees, bring your big toes together, separate your knees, and press yourself back to extended child's pose. And then roll yourself up, roll to one side, come down onto your mat, bring your knees into your chest, and rock them in and out. And then extend your legs and extend and reach with your arms. Bring your feet together, do a pelvic tilt. And then exhale your arms down by your sides and you can prepare for Shavasana. So as you come back down onto your mat, bring your awareness back to your breath. Take a few deep breaths in and out to bring your breathing back to its natural cadence. And let your legs relax and be heavy. Relax your hips. Relax your belly. Relax your chest. Relax your shoulders. And relax the skin on your neck and your face. And let your scalp relax. Feel a wave of relaxation begin at the crown of your head and begin to drift down from the crown of your head to your shoulders, across your chest, to your belly, to your hips, all the way down through your thighs, your knees, your ankles, down to the tips of your toes. And feel this blanket of relaxation cover the entire body and bring you warmth and comfort throughout the course of your day. Now you can begin to bring yourself back by wiggling your toes and your fingers. And then stretch the body and roll to your right side. And then slowly press yourself up to come and sit in Sukhasana or any comfortable seated position. And then bring your hands to the center of your chest and lower your head, reminding us to surrender the busy thinking mind to the wisdom and intuition that resides in the heart. And join me, please. May the long-time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way home. Namaste.